Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Gustavo here. Now, they have just released the behind the scenes April, so it is looking like a great month again. There are fewer updates, but it does seem pretty promising. So let's just jump into it, and I'll give you a rundown of what to expect if you don't want to read the behind the scenes, or you can just listen to this to hear my thoughts on each of the updates. So for the first update that they're bringing into the game is called Cabbage Face Punch Bonanza, which is the Marimbo and Brassica Prime event, which is open to free and members. And this is a holiday event replacing the Easter event, which was voted on in a recent poll. So this is similar to many of the world events where you'll be earning renown, and there are some pretty cool rewards. But before we get into that, I'll let you kind of know what's going on regarding how to gain the renown, what kind of game you're going to be playing. There isn't much said other than that you're going to be navigating an underground obstacle course of traps, trophies, monkeys, and madness. So you're just going to be running around here either on Brassica Prime or Marimbo's side, which you have a monkey versus a cabbage, so this is going to be kind of interesting. Um, your mission is to basically survive as long as possible, and your goal is to collect trophies and avoid other players that have been turned into face punching gorillas. So you can, once you gain enough renown, you can spend it on cosmetic capes or bonus XP in either Slayer, farming, or mining. And also, as voted on in a poll, there are three consumable rewards, which are the seed aside, which converts any drop seeds directly into farming experience, the Slayer VIP ticket, which allows you to have more choice and variety in your assignments, and the patch bomb, which makes harvesting and cleaning or clearing your farm patch a breeze. So um, say you have your allotment patch and you want to clear it really quickly but gain all the experience, so you can just use that and it will clear it all in one go. So that was what was shown on the behind the scenes video, and it looks pretty nice. I don't do the allotment patches, but for those who do it, it will definitely help out. There are no requirements to access this new minigame, but members are going to gain renown at a 50% increased speed. Alright, so that's it for the Marimbo and Brassica Prime update. I hope that it will stay in the game as a mini game rather than just sort of an event where it'll go away, because these rewards are really nice that they're giving to us, such as the Slayer VIP ticket and the Seat Aside, which I really think that you shouldn't be excluded from gaining these new items just because you weren't around for the update, or at least make it like the world event um, items where you can gain it through God Wars, like you can get the War Priest armor from drops in the God Wars dungeon from either Saradomin, Zamorak, Bandos, or Armadil. But yeah, that covers it for the Easter event for this year. Next will be a quest, a novice quest called Shadow over Ashdale. So if you were unaware, there has been a new area to the game called Ashdale, and this is the starting area of RuneScape. And this will get those players who haven't had a chance to really immerse themselves in this new environment to get over there and get engaged in an awesome storyline. There are many dangers and other um, external environmental things that you have to encounter throughout your quest on over here in Ashdale. Um, it is suitable for new players and high level players, and because the NPCs will be scaled to your level, so experienced players can have a little bit more of an enjoyment than just one hitting these creatures. So that'll definitely be something to look forward to there. Um, they said that they made this quest more along the lines of having the environment do the talking, where they have the environment of the quest a lot, or they took the environment of the quest a lot more seriously than the dialogue. So they made this really dramatic and eerie by the looks of the pictures and in the video. So I would really like to see what they did with this. I'm not a huge fan of dialogue in general, so I normally just spam through it. So to have the environment do the talking in Quest will be something new and something appreciated, in my opinion. Next, they will be introducing Elder Divination, which is aimed for high-level divinators, I guess you would say. For those of you who have completed the quest Fate of the Gods, which was fairly new, it's just like a week old now, you will have access to a new divination colony, which gives you an alternative training method. And this is between level 75 and 85. So although it is not the best XP rates, it's more about what you can do with the energy and um, the things that you can create with it. All right, so with this new energy, you can actually create a divine simulacrum, which will allow you to gather divination energy from various tiers at once. So when you're gathering this energy, you'll get like a whole bunch of different energy from different tiers while you're not at those specific colonies. So this will be sort of interesting to see. I'm not really sure exactly if that's right what I just said, but that's what it sounded like from reading the article here. There's also a transmute charm, which allows you to convert your gold charms into greens, your greens into crimsons, and your crimsons into blues. So this will be really helpful for those of you who just don't really see much point in picking up the gold charms or the green charms, because you can convert those into higher tiers if the scaling is right, and it won't take as much time to collect the energy and what have you. So we'll just see if that's efficient or not. But it does sound really cool that they're expanding the way that you can use energy in the game. So that's really cool. And you will also be able to have a divine impling, which will give you energy, signs, and complete summoning pouches if you manage to grab it. So they're sort of adding new areas to the divination skill. Along with that, they'll be adding a Musaf, which is a beast of burden for the divination skills. So I think you'll just be able, once it's summoned, you'll either be able to add the memories directly into him, or as you collect them, they'll be deposited into him, and then you'll also fill up your inventory. And then when you're depositing them into the rift, then they will all come out at once. Well, not at once, but it'll use up your inventory. Then it will go through the Musaf's Beast of Burden interface as well, where you won't have to take it out, which I hope that is the case, because otherwise there's really no point in having this as a Beast of Burden. Um, yeah, it will auto store and auto deposit your energy. So that does confirm what I just said. Probably should have read it a little bit further there, but that is definitely the case. It will also give you a nifty energy forging scroll ability. So I think it'll be able to, with or by the sound of this, the energy forging scroll, it'll be able to either convert your memories directly into energy there, as like you'll get more energy from the memory than if you converted it through the rift, or it'll just give you energy. I'm not really sure. We'll just have to see how that scroll operates there. Um, Also, if you have not completed the Fate of the Gods, there are some other updates for you, I suppose I can say. They're reworking the way that chronicles work, so you'll be able to find them more frequently and gain more XP from them, and cash them in where and when you want to. So you won't have a limit, I hope, as of now. Like, it is a 10 chronicle limit, and it's really annoying when you're competing so hardcore for these chronicles. I hope that they do something about that, because at the beginning it was a PID war, and whoever had the higher PID was were able to get the chronicle. They did try to uh, fix that, but it never really fully got fixed. So hopefully we'll see a improvement to divination. Now moving on, they are releasing the new Master Skill Capes. And if you haven't heard, which I don't know why you wouldn't have heard or where you've been recently, but there have been rumors around of the new True Master Skill Capes, which are new skill capes that are available to those who have completed a skill to level 120 or 104 million experience. Now, don't get confused with that this level 120 skill cape is increasing the total level of every skill. It is not doing that. It's just a virtual level, so don't worry about that. It is completely voluntary. You don't have to get these capes. They're not going to include any sort of higher bonuses than the skill capes, the 99 skill capes, so don't worry there. Um, but overall, this is a highly anticipated update. Everyone has wanted, well, not everyone, but a large majority of the high level community have really wanted these new master skill capes. In the past, it has been increasingly easier to gain experience, especially with the all the new promotions on the squeal wheel, or treasure hunter as it is called now. It's just been so easy to gain experience. It wasn't that way back in the day, obviously. So 13 million experience really is not that much anymore. It's sort of disheartening at times, but we just have to push through that. And now with these 120 skill capes, it will give people more incentive to continue to skill and gain more experience. So I'm definitely looking forward to this, as I've been grinding out fishing and trying to get 104 million experience. I will obviously not get this before their release, but within, a half a year or so, I'll get my hands on a fishing skill cape. So apart from these new master skill capes, they are also working on new level 90 range and magic power gloves. So the 90 range power gloves will be dropped from the Order of Ascension creatures. They didn't really say from exclusively from the bosses, so it's probably just from any Ascension boss or creature in the dungeon. So it will most likely be a very rare drop. And the level 90 magic power gloves are going to be dropped from the Celestial Dragons, which were released in the One of a Kind quest. So these are definitely something that you guys of high levels will definitely want to get your hands on. But yeah, that will really do it for the ninja updates and all that. Um, if you want me to get into the Solomon store and treasure hunter, I suppose I can, but uh, not a huge fan about this. But um, they will be releasing a player design emote, which I guess is better than some of their other things. So this new emote, if you didn't vote on it, I think it was like 2 or 3 months ago, they had this on the homepage of you could vote which emote you wanted to see in the Solomon store, and it was a RuneScape Throughout the Ages emote, and it features iconic items from throughout RuneScape's history, and it really seems like it would be a good emote. I probably will get it, especially with the new ways to gain rune coins. I'll have a video up on how to gain additional rune coins without actually purchasing them, probably tomorrow, if not on Tuesday. But yeah, just stay tuned for that. All right, so you'll know from my behind the scenes march or reading the article yourself that they were supposed to update the bank. Now, this was not ever released in the month of March, so they apologize to that, and they're not only introducing the bank changes in April, but they have also added some new features to it. So they're also giving you the ability to predefined quick loadouts. So, if you're a huge PVMer, you can have your PVM setup be like your armor, your inventory with all your pots and food and all that, as well as your Beast of Burden. So you can quickly, load those presets and get going without wasting too much time at a bank. So that'll be really helpful for me when I'm fishing. Yeah, it's going to be really cool to actually see these updates to the bank. Hopefully they've addressed all the other concerns that we've had to the bank along with this. Um, but overall, it does seem like a very good month of updates. Hopefully we will see these all in the month of April, and hopefully none of them will, drift over to May. So that is all for the behind the scenes. So I will include the link to both the RuneScape website behind the scenes article as well as the YouTube video of their behind the scenes. Hopefully you did learn a little bit about what's coming out this month and you're excited about this month of updates. But other than that, guys, I will see you in the next one. And until then, take care, everyone.